meeting started. Ms. Murdoch, would you take the roll, please?
Mr. Rozzi?
Here.
Mr. Cordray? Here. Mr. Sousa?
Here. Stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I'd like to make a motion to approve of the Clerk's Journal and accept the audio-video recordings as the official minutes of the August 20th Board of Trustees regular meeting.
Second.
Mr. Sousa?
Yes.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Rozzi?
Yes. I'd like to make a motion to accept the bills as presented before the board.
Second.
Mr. Rozzi?
Yes.
Mr. Sousa?
Yes.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Wow, light week. Okay, I'd like to open the floor to public comments at 6:01.
Hello, Brad Turner, 1391 Huntwick Lane. Got two items. One I had emailed, and I'm trying to get a little better understanding. We had a resident express concern about vegetation growing along bushes, shrubs, trees along Zor Road that is potentially problematic as residents pull out of Talon Court, where because of the speed of the cars going down Zor at, anywhere from 45 to 55, maybe higher, I don't know. Some of the vegetation there has grown further out. I emailed Chief and Don. I didn't hear back as of yet. I thought maybe might want to stick a cruiser there for a day or two and just see how fast people when I tried to trim off some of the branches myself and left them stacked there, and thinking that was within the 35-foot public easement. I was thinking that that was technically Mainville property, but I'm not sure. So I'll maybe follow up with an email again to Don.
I know it's county road, but for cutting back vegetation, would it be them on their road or us in our township or the Mainville in theirs?
It is Mainville for all roadways within the village are Mainville's responsibility, and the county engineer is to mow 3 times a year minimum the county roads in the township.
So that would be a village then? The village? As far as if it's in the right of way?
Yes, it sounds like that would be the right of way. A Talon Court in Zor would be the village.
But when you're saying mowing, traditional mowing, and maybe not cutting back, because I had a resident complain on Nunner earlier in the year, and Don was about to go out. It was kind of regular maintenance to cut back. I think you're talking about the brush that is just starting to encroach out further.
Yeah, I mean, there's
Sure.
probably a lot of honeysuckle in particular that just kind of seems to just keep growing. And so it grows,
That's what
keeps growing
honeysuckle does.
closer and closer to.
Yeah, we can check with Don as well and see if it is the county that would do that, if he could put a bug in their ear.
Yeah, we'll appreciate you bringing that up, Brad. We'll remind Don, or I will check it, and
Yeah, I
then.
didn't know who was responding, and I left kind of what I trimmed off kind of sitting there, hoping that somebody else was going to, that by reaching out, maybe it would get passed off to the right person, or maybe I'd get a response that says, no, that's all yours.
So you're west side of Zor at Talon Court.
If you're on Talon Court and you were going to turn left onto Zor,
So
I
at the
believe
corner,
they were
To the
referencing,
northwest corner of
Right.
that intersection.
So again, that's it.
but
So
there's
is that
there's really some going the other direction too, but I thought it was worse going that way.
But is that the village, or is that? I guess that's the clarification, because it's the village, and it's really going to be the village and/or the county.
Yeah.
That's
regards.
correct, but since we
Yeah, we
hear
can
it being a
definitely reach
concern,
out and-
we'll take the
Right.
point on it,
Okay.
and we'll contact one or both of them, and they'll use either like a vertical or
Boom
a
arm or
sickle
something.
machine.
Yeah, okay. So that was the first item. The second item is there's a kind of little HOA battle forming between a couple of residents. It has to do with a drainage easement. And I don't think drainage easements are at all, have anything to do with the township. I've looked at the language on the plats that the county has issued, and technically you're not allowed to put anything that impedes the flow of water. Well, if it's a fence, there's a question with a fence that obviously you've got a row of 10 or 15 posts that are all in the drainage swale, and every time water would, if this is the swale, if this blue line is the swale here, and the fences are all aligned, every time, there's any stormwater that runs off this higher lot down to that swale, and as it goes down the swale, it hits each and every post. So I don't know if that's impeding the flow and whether that's really an issue or not. Fisher had been in the habit of automatically approving those, but we have a homeowner now that's concerned about water accumulation in their backyard and their established arborvitaes and whether or not that's going to stress them and kill and or damage them. So they're he's threatening legal action against the HOA that we haven't done anything, and we have done things. We've had them move a shed out of the easement. We've had them move bushes out of the drainage easement.
I would think a fence post would be considered a very short-term impediment to any water. I mean, it's not preventing it, it's just simply slowing.
Has it caused a backup that led to damage, or is it
I've asked
new
him-
enough that it hasn't been there long enough to witness
I,
an epic rain?
I think he just has a bone to pick, but I don't know. I've asked him to substantiate damage and have not had anything substantiated. So,
Are those easements typically within the purview of the township or the county?
I would think that's going to be county stormwater.
it seems like it's the county stormwater to me.
Yeah.
I would think they
Doesn't
had
seem
this
like-
come up and they would know whether a fence in the easement or the drainage well you're referring is an issue or not, but I would think that's a really high standard it's not going to dam up water. Like, it's
No,
going to change
not.
the flow
So
of
eventually
water
damage the fence, but
for a short period of time during the storm event, but it'd be
Right.
pretty minimal impact, I would think.
That's what I think too. All right, well, I appreciate your guidance and input, so thank you very much.
Can we, real quick, can we go back to so I got your email, thank you very much. One of the issues we have right there is it goes from 55 to 45, and the corner he's talking about is in the township. Southbound lanes are in the township. For a couple hundred yards there, then it becomes all Mainville. But where he's referring, I just wanted to pull up the other site to confirm that. So that would be county, and we do enforce that through there. It's just, it goes 55 to 45, so we gotta get a little leeway to let them decrease a little bit, but I did get your email, thank you.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
And, I didn't have a gun or anything, but it just, when I was standing there trimming those branches off, and these cars were whizzing by me, I'm thinking, I don't think they're going 45. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Brett.
Hello, Buckeye Marv, 689 Humboldt Court. Thank you for serving. I have two things, one just to share, and secondly, Tom Dale had a question. I just called him about the redirecting the traffic for 2 or 3 months around Stevens, building that bridge in there, stuff like that. First of all, this is just for your information. Natasha Adams, Gestapo headquarters, says, you gotta fix these 3 pavers that have got a little edge on them. It's gonna be $280 each. That's almost $600.
Who's Natasha? Who is it you're referring to? I guess
HOA, so it really doesn't, I just want you to get that information. It doesn't affect you. But it's the sidewalk leveling, edge removal. And Natasha Adams, Stonegate, wanted to charge me $280 for 2 of them. I said, what? And I ride my bike, Catrike Dumont with the Bosch battery, over to Village on the Green. I see what they've edged. So I called them, and they gave me this. Stace Howard, he might be retired now. He comes out with a grinder. He comes out with a little buffer on his hands and knees and sucks this all up. He's amazing. $100. So I had a third one done that Natasha Adams didn't even see. So I spent $300 versus about $600. So if you know, I don't know if he's retired or not. STACE Howard. Just check with the Village on the Green, and that's just for general information. And I agree that the lip should be taken off, and doing stories. Okay, that's number one. I get pictures if anybody wants to see them. Okay, number two. Tom Dale wants to know about rerouting traffic for the 2 or 3 months that the Stevens Road is going to be shut down. He lives off Hargis, and I live off Hargis, and I think Hargis is going to be a freeway.
You want to know where it's going to be rerouted to?
Yeah, is it going Hargis or going Nunner Road?
Not sure, that'd be a question for,
Right, and I'm glad, I was gonna bring that up tonight too, Marv.
I gotta get the choir, I'm sorry.
Sure. You're right, it's gonna be closed between Hargis Drive and Village Green Parkway, weather depending, up to 3 months.
Yeah.
The official when a county engineer's office has a detour, they are required to use state and county roads for the detour.
Good.
So the official detour is much longer, and the official detour does not use neighborhood streets.
Good.
So that is a good response to you and the other, and Mr. Dale's concern. Local residents are probably going to know that there is an alternate bypass, but officially they have to use 48 to 22 and 3 to Zor. So the
Right.
good news is, any kind of a map, a detour map that Mr. Weber's office, the county engineer, would put out is not going to include Hargis or Village on the Green properties. So
Good.
that's the best answer I can give.
Yes, and then, okay, I'll pass that along, and he can check your website for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think too, just my perception, the couple neighborhoods involved there are not, they're probably a couple of the more difficult to navigate through.
Three roundabouts?
In the community. If you're not somebody that's driven those communities, I think you might drive through there once and maybe an extra mile or two on Zor and Nunner Road probably aren't such a bad option.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I'm sure it's much shorter option, like mileage wise. But yeah, you can get lost in your neighborhoods if you don't know your way around pretty easily. I would hope that would deter a lot of cut-through traffic as well.
Oh, I just thought of a third thing. How many new homes are going in? Wayne Siebert, Little Miami School Board and so forth. Wild Turkey Walk, my buddy, Warren County Dems. 200, 300, 400 new homes coming in, and Hamilton Township said, no, it's too many, and the builder said, you signed it already, we're gonna put them in anyway, and the Little Miami schools are just getting slammed.
Yeah, I think you're probably referring to
Stotler 2, probably?
Stotler 2 on Mounts Road was a
Yes.
Yeah.
a 2005 approved
Subdivision.
plan. It sat idle for a long time. There was some legal back and forth recently. The plan was 371.
Yep.
They
I've been on Mounts Road, it's beautiful out there.
they did try to leverage, I think, this board to lower the number a little bit, but they wanted some tax incentives to do so.
Yeah.
Which would have hurt the district
Far more than the
further.
homes.
So
What's the word?
Well, we stuck with the original plan, and the original
yeah.
plan is,
They're not getting
is
any
300,
taxes.
it's happening, it's imminent.
It's on.
But we don't know the timeline. The county is working on road improvements needed to Mounts Road that are part of the development, because it's in the stretch of Mounts where it's very narrow there and
With
larger.
the soybean fields, the cornfields and everything
Yeah.
right there.
So-
I'd never been there before, but I was at the new Kroger, which is amazing. By the way, the scratch and dent and the markdowns are behind the dog food in the northeast corner. I found them though. But I do my act of kindness. I'm getting on this electric cart and moving in. Somebody left their cell phone on the seat. Guess what? That tour gentleman lives on Mounts Road, out to the other end. And so I've never been there before, so I did go out there and
But yeah, approved a long time ago, it's imminent, but we don't know, the road improvements have got to get worked out in the funding for that first. I would say it's realistically
yeah.
probably a 1 to 3 year down the
I
road
got my
before you.
$1,000 down. I made him one, and I get my $1,000 down out of Ryan Senior Life. I'll probably be up there before. But thank you all.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? All right, let's move on to new business. We have a few resolutions, doesn't look like anything too serious. Let's move on to our first. So first is just increase in appropriation to the general fund, Parks Fund. Any
That's correct.
simple explanation?
Yeah, it's a simple action to reflect a grant that the township received for one of our small projects.
Okay, any questions?
I do not.
Good. All right, with that, I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-0903A, a resolution approving an increase in appropriations in the General Fund, Parks Fund to reconcile budgets for the calendar year 2025.
Second.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Sousa?
Yes.
Mr. Rozzi?
Yes. Next one is just, we got different on the budget, author, authorizing the necessary tax levies and certain lines. Give me a quick explanation so I can
Sure.
get my tongue untied.
All
Jeez.
understandable with this.
Goodness.
This is an action we do every year at this time. Every year, each county has a budget commission, which is the county auditor, county treasurer, and county prosecutor meet, and they certify the tax rates for each school district, library, park district, township, village, and city. And so this does not affect tax rates at all. This just certifies annually the existing levies that are already in place.
Gotcha. Any questions, gentlemen?
I do not. No.
No.
All right, with that, I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-0903B, accepting the rates determined by the Budget Commission and authorizing the necessary tax levies and certifying them to the county auditor.
Second.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Sousa?
Yes.
Mr. Razzi?
Yes. Okay, next is establishing a four-way intersection at Weeping Willow and Honeysuckle. It's pretty simple.
It is simple. This was, the request was initiated by a resident who reached out to Mr. Weber, County Engineer's Office, as well as the township. This is an existing four-way intersection. It's my understanding that there were already 3 stop signs. This is the there are going to be ballards placed when the construction is done on the adjacent subdivision in city of South Lebanon.
Right.
There will not be permanent access for public traffic. Motorists won't use it.
Right.
However, it is technically correct to make it a 4-way stop because it is the intersection of 4 public routes. So it's kind of a technical cleanup that a resident had requested.
Any questions, gentlemen?
The other one, once the ballards go up, will we be required to remove the signs and not make it a 4-way stop, or once it's in, it's in?
It's my understanding that it'll be in place.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. If that's what the residents want, I don't have any issue with that.
Okay. With that, I will make a motion to approve Resolution 25-0903C, erecting stop signs on Weeping Willow at the intersection of Honeysuckle Lane so that said intersections function as a 4-way stop intersection.
Second.
Mr. Razzi?
Yes.
Mr. Sousa?
Yes.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
All right, the last is just getting rid of one vehicle. Any questions?
I do know.
I thought you were going to hit us with a big list.
I apologize. I'll do better next one.
Come on, I feel like we're wasting our time here. All right, with that, I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-0903D, resolution authorizing private sale of unneeded and unfit-for-use property in the police department.
Second.
Mr. Sousa?
Yes.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Razzi?
Yes. Okay. Put it in my packet. There we go. Okay. Any questions about the roster moves, gentlemen?
I do not.
Just for Chief, how will this, because Mr. Smith is a sergeant, right? So will we just be a sergeant light for a period of time, or will someone act in that capacity?
We'll start a process to promote a new sergeant. Yep.
How's Rich doing? His timeline might be a little longer recovery than like an Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
All right,
He's disappointed, but.
is what it is.
Thanks for asking.
With that, I will make a motion to approve the amendments to the Hamilton Township roster as presented.
Second.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes.
Mr. Sousa?
Yes.
Mr. Razzi?
Yes. That brings us to our second public comment section. Close the floor to public comments. Miss Elliott, I know it's the first meeting of the month. Do you have anything though for us? All right, thank you. Mr. Wright.
Thank you, Mr. Rozzi. Just to clarify Mr. Buckeye Marv's comments, I want to remind the public that Stevens Road will be closed beginning September 15th for that bridge replacement. The county engineer's office has hired a private contractor that'll be doing that work. They expect it to take up to 12 weeks, and that's going to be between Hargis Drive, Village Green Parkway. I mentioned earlier the official routing is to use other county and state roads for that. And I know the police department already has a plan in place. They're going to be monitoring the traffic, do some directed patrols of that area so that our residents can feel safe. Also, some exciting news is the Kroger Queen City Championship, the LPGA event, is going to be held again at TPC Rivers Bend here in Hamilton Township, starting next week. Specifically, the 4 days are September 11th through the 14th. Tickets are still available, and they're really affordable. Encourage families from inside the township and from out the region to attend. Want to extend our thanks again to Richard and Kathy Oder. They're again agreeing to allow that to be the official visitor and volunteer parking location at Oder Lake at Zor and Route 22 and 3. Patrons are going to be bused from Oder's Lake to the site. Also, the command staff and our police department have had numerous meetings, some advanced safety coordination with the event management of the LPGA event. They have a safety plan in place for the golfers, visitors, and residents of Rivers Bend. And something new that they've worked on this year for their coordination of safety and access is that there's going to be daily road closures during the time of play, which is during the day. They are going to temporarily close each of the day for that week. That'll be Monday through Sunday of that next week. Ridgeview Lane, basically between the intersection of Ridgeview and Oakview, and further down at like the 300 block of Ridgeview, that will be closed, that block section or so at the TPC course, that's going to be closed to through traffic. We think that's going to be more safe for our residents of Rivers Bend, as well as all of the patrons and the golfers themselves. So that's something new, but there still will be access on Ridgeview, at the other intersection. So that's something just to alert the public to. Have some positive news to mention from our fire and EMS department, and that's our two of the newer firefighters have recently passed the state's exam for the paramedic license. They successfully passed this exam on their first try. So we're going to say congratulations to paramedics Cruz and Borton for that big accomplishment. That's going to allow them to give even more critical medical care to the Hamilton Township residents. Thank you.
Very good. Mr. Cordray, anything for us tonight?
Yep, thank you, Mr. Ozzie. So I just want to make mention, I'm really excited for Hamilton Township and specifically our Public Works Department. We have our groundbreaking of our new Public Works building, which is next door in between this building and the fire department, Monday, September 8th at 9 a.m. The entire public's invited. There's no RSVP required, so please come out. Definitely really excited for this. As most of everyone knows, they currently work out at Testament Park in the old administration building / community building there. So definitely going to be an upgrade for the township, and it's definitely going to help with our equipment and just the storage of that equipment for the roads department, and just a great area for our staff to work on our equipment, things that we maintain here within the township that we can do. So really excited for that. So just want to invite everybody to that on Monday. That's all I have.
Mr. Souza.
Don't have much. I will piggyback a little bit on Jeff's comments. I speak pretty regularly with a resident that works at the TPC and excited about the LPGA event, the Kroger Queen City Championship coming back next week. I went last year. I'm a pretty avid golfer. I would tell you, if you've been to any professional tour golf events, the ladies tour has a smaller crowd. It's a strong field. A lot of the top 10 players in the world are there, and you can get right up on the ropes close. There's an area on the front side where the players have to cross the road to get to the par 3 tee box. I saw a number of players signing autographs, especially for young players and little girls. So I'm going to encourage anyone to get out, but especially if you have a junior golfer that's a female, I think it's a great opportunity to get them out, get them up really close to the game and some interaction with some of the top players. And it's going to be much cooler this year than it was. It was sweltering last year, and I know the facility has made improvements in the clubhouse and some of the amenities this year as well. So excited to see those. But great event, and like Jeff said, it's a very inexpensive for a professional sporting event to get out and get some exposure to.
All right. Very good, thank you. I actually really have nothing tonight. Imagine that. So with that, I will make a motion to adjourn into executive session at 6:24 p.m. in accordance with ORC 121.22, Part G, Subpart 8A, to discuss economic development.
Second.
Mr. Sousa?
Yes.
Mr. Rozzi?
Yes.
Mr. Cordray?
Yes. We don't expect any action to come out this year.
I don't think so. We don't expect any action.
We do not.